take it away.
Good afternoon. This time I will call to order the special meeting of council for Tuesday, April the 21st. There's only one thing on the agenda, unless there's changes or additions. So now I'll move the agenda be approved as presented. Those in favor? Opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. We'll go straight to item F1, the Downtown Business Improvement Area Tax Rate Bylaw 2020-09. Ms. Richardson, you're on.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. I'm here today to bring back the Downtown Business Improvement Area BIA Tax Rate Bylaw 2020-09. I apologize in advance for the strong sense of deja vu you may get. I am just going to pull up my presentation if you will bear with me one moment. Okay, so there are two related recommendations, as you may recall. First, that Council approve the Downtown Business Improvement Area budget for 2020 as presented, and then that Council give first, second, and third reading to Bylaw 2020-09, the Downtown Business Improvement Area BIA Tax Rate Bylaw. So as a reminder, this is how that process works as discussed at our last meeting. So annually, the Board of the BIA establishes their budget, which is submitted to Council for approval. A rate structure is established to collect the required revenues in accordance with that budget. And finally, the levy is then collected by the town on behalf of the BIA. In accordance with Alberta's Business Improvement Area Regulation 93/2016, Council is required to approve the annual budget prior to passing the bylaw, and the BIA tax rate bylaw must be passed prior to May 1st, which is why we needed to bring this back so quickly after we had first discussed it. And again, in light of the current COVID-19 pandemic, there has been a ministerial order to revise some of the required deadlines, but this wasn't one of the ones that was included. So as we talked about at the last meeting, there was some motivation by the BIA board to change the budget that they had originally put forward at the time the initial report was written in light of the emerging pandemic situation. So since that meeting that we had on April 7th, the board of the BIA has had the opportunity to meet and has passed a motion that the levy for 2020 remain at the levy rate for 2019. So the total collection is $104,600, and they've accordingly adjusted their budget to accommodate that change. So the Downtown BIA 2020 budget is the first, sorry, I say agenda, but that should say appendix to the item in the agenda package. So I believe it's page 5 of the special meeting package. And then this is the revised 2020 rate structure, which is consistent with the rates that were charged in 2019. So in conclusion, we recommend that Council first approve the Downtown Business Improvement Area 2020 budget as presented, and secondly, that Council give first, second, and third reading to Bylaw 2020-09, the Downtown Business Improvement Area BIA Tax Rate Bylaw. I'm happy to address any questions at this time, and I believe Ms. Vandervoort is available as well to address any questions on the BIA side with regards to their budget.
Thank you very much. I'm just looking through the revised budget. They didn't change the budget dramatically, did they? No. I see we're going to be missing Easter in Canmore. I actually don't have any questions at all. Just an observation, looking at the revised fee structure for 2020, it seems to me in retrospection that fee structure is not that different from what it was when we first started the BRZ back in 2005 or 6, somewhere in there. So it hadn't really increased over 15 years. Is that right?
Mayor Borman, as far as I know, I went back as far as the records I have, and I couldn't find at any time that it had changed from the original that you folks started out with.
Yeah, those numbers look very familiar back to when I was a paying member of the BRZ, so, or BIA now. Are there questions from members of council in regards to the report or the budget? Seeing none. Thank you very much for being here again today and bringing the revised budget forward for council's approval. And seeing no interest from council to ask any questions, I will put a motion on the table. I'll move that council approve the downtown business improvement area 2020 budget as presented. Is there discussion on that motion? Seeing none, I'll call the question. Those in favor? Opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. I'll move the council give first reading to the bylaw 2020-09, the downtown business improvement area tax rate bylaw. Discussion on that motion. Seeing none, I'll call the question. Those in favor? Opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. I'll move the council give second reading to bylaw 2020-09. Discussion on the motion. Seeing none, I'll call the question. Those in favor? Opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. I'll seek leave from council, go to the third reading of bylaw 2020-09. Those in favor? Opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. And I'll move that council give third reading to bylaw 2020-09, the downtown business improvement area BIA tax rate bylaw. Discussion on that motion. Seeing none, I'll call the question. Those in favor? Opposed? Motion's carried unanimously. And I believe I'll move that special meeting of council be adjourned. Those in favor? We're adjourned.